Hello, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. So, I originally planned for this to be a proper art video, but I ended up getting a pretty bad stomach bug. So, I wanted this out before the new year. So, here's a video of me making some paper stars with pretty sparkly paper that I recently got. Stick around to see my kitty Diana being her usual nosy little gremlin self. First of all, happy Yule. So, Yule coincides with the winter solstice, so the 21st of December. It's also the longest night of the year. So, I think of that as a time to be reflective and think about kind of what the year has brought, especially since we're going to start getting some longer days, and maybe some of us who deals with seasonal affective disorder, like me, you can take comfort knowing that the days are going to get longer. So we're going to probably be getting some of our energy back in the coming months. And and then by summer, we'll be all super energetic, maybe not. I feel like I'm never really fully energetic, but there's definitely a big difference I find between the summers and the winters. But anyway, that's not necessarily what I'm talking about right now. Today, I want to talk about this channel and kind of the future and where I want to go with this channel. We've been here for almost a full year. I think my first video was in April, so not quite a year, but I was definitely preparing everything since last October, so it's technically for me been a little over a year. But I wanted to say, first of all, thank you all so much for all of your support over the year, whether that be on Twitch or Twitter or here on YouTube. It doesn't matter where. On my Discord, it's really meant a lot to me, and it's definitely kept me going for so long. But that being said, I guess I'll just get right into it. I don't want this channel to be a tutorial channel. That's not what I originally set out to do with this channel, and to be honest, the only reason that I made tutorials was because, well, people were watching them. They kind of became a chore after a short period of time. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy that I got to help a lot of people with Live 2D. I know it's a really tricky program and it's not easy to learn, so I am very happy that I was able to help people. But I think for now, I'd like to shift my focus elsewhere and kind of move on to different things, especially for this channel, but also just for me as a person and well, I'm not really calling myself a VTuber anymore as I sit here with an avatar. So that's another thing I want to get into. You might actually see my face every once in a while, my IRL face. Whether that be on Twitch, maybe on here sometimes. I haven't fully decided. As you can see, you'll definitely see my hands, especially if I do more traditional art, which is the direction that I seem to be heading in. I've been really inspired to paint more, especially with gouache and watercolors. So look forward to those videos if that's something that you like to see. But does this mean that I'm never gonna do Live 2D or make Live 2D tutorials again? Honestly, that's doubtful. The tutorials I can't say, but I'm the type of person who loves trying new things, and I also love rediscovering old loves, I guess you could say. So I really like trying new things, like I just said, and sometimes I'll get burnt out with those things or I'll get bored of it, but I often find myself going back to it, like with painting. I got really into painting last year, and then I got kind of sick of it. I started digital painting again. I started prepping for all this VTubing stuff, and now I kind of want to take a step back and kind of do more illustrative work. So for now, I am taking a hiatus from making any live 2D related videos. And I want this channel to be more focused on art in general, all types of art, like painting, digital painting, if I do more live 2D, as well as just talking about what's going on in my mind at the moment. My mind is always racing. There's always something going on. There's always something that I think about, especially when I'm working. I find that when I do art is when my mind is just going a million miles a minute. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's almost meditative. Like I let my thoughts flow and I really get into the flow of what I'm doing, and I really start to think about things that I want to do, what's working for me, what's not working for me, and I find that to just be really helpful. So I think sometimes if something like that comes to my mind, I'd like to share it with you guys. So I guess you can think of it as kind of like an art video diary type thing, perhaps, or rather just coming along into the mind of Suren as I do art. And maybe I'll do some vlogs here and there. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But basically, I don't want to commit to one thing. And if that's not your style, if you just came here for the live 2D, that is totally okay. I wanted to thank you for being here up until this point. I super duper appreciate each and every one of you. But doing the same thing, it's just not me. I can't do the same thing over and over again. I need variety. In a way, I think switching things up is really necessary for me. And it kind of feels like when I try new things and when I do new things, I just said the same thing twice. But basically, when I do new things, it's almost like it keeps my world spinning around, if that makes any sense at all. Like, I need that change, that variety, just like how, like, the seasons change. I need things to change in my life and what I'm doing to change, or else I just feel stagnant. And when I feel stagnant, I feel unhappy. But anyway, like I said, thank you so much for being here. This year has truly been fantastic, and I'd like to reflect on it a bit more in a future video, probably after the new year. So look forward to that in a couple weeks, perhaps. But anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed the rest of me making these paper stars, and I hope you enjoyed that little Diana intermission. I actually had to stop the recording and start it again because she started trying to eat my paper stars, and yeah, she only seems to do stuff like this when I'm trying to record. When I'm just sitting at my desk doing little things or like making paper stars or drawing or whatever, she doesn't care. But as soon as the recording's on, she's here. But anyway, I digress. Whatever you celebrate this holiday season, even if you don't, I hope that you have a great time and that you take the time also to relax and reflect on the year, because we made it through a whole other year, and especially with last year and that kind of trickling into this year, that's really a big deal. So good job, you. Good job, me. Good job, us. But thank you for watching, as always. I hope you take care of yourselves, and I hope you also have a cozy holiday season filled with hot cocoa and stars. Bye!